Hello, friends. Curably Crafty Orm here. As much as I like to preach safety first, safety first, safety first, I like to follow it up too with the notion that as much as like ratings are appreciated, even more so are your guys' opinions. There are a lot of different styles of artwork to the point where it's endless. I could learn from so many different people and still not even scratch the surface on all there is to know about art. So I got an opinion recently. I got a comment from somebody I really appreciate. The comment was that they'd like to see these blades in action, put them through a test. So I've decided what I'm going to do is I'm going to separate these tests into tiers. A couple of videos that also leave room for new pieces as I create them, and they're normally not planned or premeditated. Normally I just find something reusable and think, oh, hey, that looks like I could use it for this or that. And half the time, believe it or not, they don't work out great, and I get a whole new idea. So without further ado, this video is going to be tier 1 and tier 2. I've got 6 blades I'm going to test. So I have 6 basic soda cans. It's going to be tier 1. The blades should all pass this test. And then tier 2 is a pretty thick piece of particle board. I mean, it's not the craziest thing in the world, but it was a shelf that held up for a while. We actually had this in our house since my 2 oldest kids were our only kids. So it's been around for a long time, and it's got its wear and tear. Time to put it to use. So let's get started with soda cans. I'm going to go from smallest blade to biggest blade in terms of blade length. So my smallest blade in terms of blade length is our little handy dandy Orax here. So, and a pass-fail is as follows. Fail is no damage to the can that goes through the metal, or the blade bends and folds or breaks. So I expect these to all go through the metal, or at least put one hell of a wicked dent in it. I don't expect any of these blades to break on these cans. And I am right-handed, so forgive the weird angle. Alright, let's see what we got here. Okay. Slightest itty-bitty little baby of a puncture down there in the words. Try to tilt it so you can see that. Definitely wouldn't have spilled any blood, that's for sure. But it put a wicked dent in it as far as a blunt weapon class goes. That's a pass on the can. That's damage. That's at least some head trauma. A few broken ribs, whatever. Now the blade. Let's see. It's kind of hard to see in this lighting, but our blade is still nice and sharp. And because these are all like hand pressed and squeezed and usually flattened out with pliers, that they're a little ripply, but try to get them in the best light I can for you. In fact, here, let's see. Get a little stadium light thing going on here. Try that out. There. Ooh, yeah, that's way better. Okay, so. No folds, that blade's still good and sharp. We're going to give her a pass. But I'm going to keep this one in mind for tier 2. Feeling a little hesitant about the lack of blood damage to the can. So. Our next longest blade piece is Queen's. Oops, it's going unwrapped here a little. Uh-oh. Not a very good smith. Queen's beloved B-blade. Our Lady Hive. That bad boy. Line that up good so you can see it. Alright, let's see what we got here. Oh, okay. So, I have to unfold the can a little bit so you guys can see. Huh? Maybe not. Yeah, just a little bit. Yeah, we got some punctures in there. Like a little snake bite. And that all ripped through. Yeah. All right. So, might as well just leave that there. It'll be easier to see. So it passed that test. And this blade's all folded and reinforced and whatnot. Definitely did not damage any of the teeth on that. So we got us a definite pass grade on Hive. Our next one, in terms of blade length itself, because I'm not counting the bar on this one, is our beautiful Elven Scimitar. And little Miss Skywyn here, in terms of blade length, is only this piece. This is not sharp. That's actually just a blade breaker. So, let's see what we got. Oh, but gotta leave you out. Oh, I think you went under the couch. Okay. Huh. So that one didn't slice through the aluminum. But it's pretty nice, even fold. And again, if it's going to break some bones or cause a concussion, broken ribs, whatever, that's passing grade as long as the blade's okay. Again, once we get into tier 2 and higher, that's when you'll really get to see. So, that one is okay. But, just like with the X, I'm keeping my eye on it for tier 2. Alright, let's see here. Now my next longest blade, I'm pretty sure, it's kind of a toss-up between the two battle axes. Pretty sure, though, it's our big Dwarven baby. Alright. Ooh, I'm going to really have to play fetch with that one. Alright, well, I'm getting a lot of consistently clean folds. Yeah. I'm sure the reaction would be a little bit different if I had these like sitting on a stick somewhere where I wasn't just smacking them across the room or tied up or something. I will do something where these will be filled with something. I'm thinking, something to give it some resistance. I'm thinking maybe like rice, or if anyone has any better ideas. I thought about silicone. It's just, end of the month, got to pay the rent. So maybe I'll have to save that idea. But filling cans with something, making them a little sturdier. Oh, okay, let's see. And this one I already knew wasn't going to fold. That's a really good sturdy blade. So, nothing new there. And our next one, I'm really excited to try a little quick performance with this one, because this was the battle cleaver that I keep reshaping and reshaping and reshaping. I finally got the shape to where I want it. I gave it a little bit of black paint. Give it a nice little even coat. And this is the same kind of paint I use on my truck, so that's pretty battle-proof stuff. So, I'm going to give this one a good swing. Yeah, I definitely feel like these ought to be planted a little bit better, but just for being loose, yeah, same thing. Nice deep creases. Yeah, definitely ring a few bells. And much to be expected, a beautiful double-bladed battle axe here. And yes, it is double-bladed. If you look very closely, you can see that's two blades, one on top of the other. That bad boy's in good shape. Now, last but not least, as far as the cans go, And the cans will take the longest. That board, we're going to fly right through that. It's my beautiful baby here, Fabruin. Oh, where'd you go? Wow. You got some distance. Okay. Huh. I think stepping on a children's toy would be that scary. Okay. So, that one caved right in. I'd hate to be the guy inside of that helmet. And, yeah. That bad boy's not going anywhere. That is the most reinforced blade I've got. Okay, hold on. I got to turn off that leapfrog bug. That's going to get weird fast. So now, it's going to have some real fun. We're up to Tier 2. Tier 2 is going to be quick and simple. And I'll start with this side. It's more broken up. Rules are simple. The blade has to survive the board. And obviously cut into it to some degree. So, from shortest to longest. Got this little beauty. Oof. Okay, wow. That blade failed Tier 2. That one needs some reinforcement. Not to worry. Cannon shall be done. But these are also showpieces too. These aren't supposed to be used for riding into battle. Clearly, Tier 2 is too much for this little guy. So now, we're moving on to Hive. Although, I will be fair. That made a pretty good nasty mark in that. For having collapsed. We're going up against some nice soft zombie noggins. I think we'd be okay here. So. Next one is Hive. I'll be honest, I kind of look forward to chopping stuff with this because this is my first small reinforced blade. I've never done that on a small scale before, so I'm really curious to see just exactly what its limits are. We'll find out together. Oof. Alright, well. I don't know that I'd call that a fold, but it definitely wiggled on me. I mean, you can keep fighting with it, but I don't know. That's pretty drastic. I'm going to give it a fail. But feel free to comment down below if you feel differently. Realistically, yeah, the rest of that blade is still sturdy. The back of it is still completely straight. It's not dull. It didn't lose any teeth. They're all still just as sharp. I think it's still fight-worthy. But I'm going to be fair, and I'm going to judge these harshly. Well, like I said, if you disagree, feel free to. And if more than enough of you disagree, we can put it to a community vote and have a little fun with it, right? Democracy is, after all, the crux of our society. So, little harsh about Tier 2. Harsh leaves room for improvement, though. All right, our elf blade. This one I'm worried about too. I totally foresee it bending. Oh, and I want to point out, forgetting to show you guys. So this little itty bitty guy was the axe. This big sucker right here, that was Hive. This will be my last chop on this side of the board, and then I'm going to have to switch sides. Right here. Let's see. Ooh, that went all the way in. Ha! And that blade's still straight. Look at that. I was all worried for nothing. Looks like it was going to cave a little bit to my right there, but she held on. And it doesn't hurt either that the bracing is really close to the edge of the blade. But that one. She was our deepest and our finest. Cut of the night. Yeah, keep your dirty jokes to yourselves, guys. So, flip this one over. Let's see. Yep, Dwarven Battle Axe. Ooh. Uh-oh. Look who didn't survive Tier 2. That was a nice mean cut, but unfortunately didn't make the cut. So, Dwarven Battle Axe needs to be reinforced. Tis a shame, but it's how we learn, right guys? Trial and error. But I think it's time to have some fun. What do you guys say? War Cleaver time? War Cleaver time. Ooh, look at that. We got a winner. Well, maybe. Because that is one heck of a nice messed up set of armor there. And that blade's still straight. Tough luck, guys. That shield of yours just not going to make it against my axe. But if I'm really going to be, you know, doing all this bragging, I better really put my money where my mouth is, huh? Because this is my baby. And if this don't pass Tier 2, I've lost my bragging rights. Ready, guys? Final one. Right here. So that's the board. And those are my bragging rights intact. So, ladies and gentlemen, it was my pleasure to do this. I got a little bit of particle board to clean off this couch here, but it was a lot of fun. Thank you guys for your suggestions. Like ratings are appreciated, but your opinions are appreciated more. So, like always, feel free to leave comments in the comment section down below. I had a lot of fun with the suggestion, and I look forward to doing tiers 3 and 4 in my next video. Everybody, stay safe, because safety is always first. But don't forget to have fun.